Welcome everyone to La Quinta in by Wyndham, Orlando Airport West. That is definitely a mouthful, and it is literally about 2 miles away from the airport, although to get here, it's a bit of a hassle because on the website they do advertise a free airport shuttle. We got here at 6 a.m., called up for the shuttle service, and they said they haven't had it for 3 years. Yeah, so we had to find our way over here by ourselves, but once we got here at about 8 a.m., we tried to get early check-in because we are Diamond members, and lo and behold, surprise, they actually hooked us up at 8 a.m. and gave us a really early check-in, complimentary because we're Diamond members. First time that's ever happened at a Wyndham property, so I would definitely come back here for that. But like I said, the airport shuttle did not exist, so they lose points for that. But the good news is, on top of that, with the early check-in, we also did get to enjoy the breakfast that was being served in the morning, even though that's technically not allowed, but she was like, go ahead, it's fine. Diamond status. They hooked it up. So anyways, we are here for just the one night because we do have a cruise going out of Port Canaveral in the morning, and this is a double bedroom with 2 beds, and it's actually pretty interesting, and some things are nice about this hotel, and the room itself, there's some things that aren't so nice whatsoever. We are in room 322 up on the 3rd floor. So let's get inside, shall we? Starting off on the door, we do have a safety lock on the top along with the deadbolt and the handle that releases the deadbolt with ease. And as you can see, the top is locked, although I've seen videos where you can't really actually trust that. So keep that in mind because it is a bit sketchy outside. There's people smoking stuff in the parking lot right outside, but we are up on the 3rd floor. So not really a big issue, but I guess at least they let you do it if you want to because it is a 100% smoke-free hotel. We do have a switch right here by the door that apparently does nothing. It might be for a light that's outside, but it's not working, but it doesn't actually matter. Over here, we do have a window that has a very nice view of the parking lot, and it looks like we can... What? So it's blocked? Huh. Usually you're at least able to vent it or something, but they actually have it blocked off on the side, so you can't even have it vented whatsoever. So it's kind of weird. I guess they used to open like 40 years ago maybe, but right now it does not. But you do have a nice view of the neighboring properties, some trees, and the parking lot up on the 3rd floor. Maybe we got it because we're Diamond. Higher floor, better room, kinda. There are 2 sets of curtains here. This one is the blackout, and the one right here is a sheer curtain, so you can have some light in with some privacy as well. Down here we do have our typical AC unit that is actually very cold. You can adjust the speeds of the fan as well as constant fan being on and off. Adjust the temperature all the way down to 60 degrees, and you can also use it for heating as well. And it is pretty powerful. Looking inside, there's definitely something kind of growing in there on the vent, but the filter itself, let me actually turn it off before I blow dust everywhere potentially, if it turns off any second. Okay, it turned off after about 10 seconds, and we do have 2 filters, which are actually cleaned out. Okay, that's good to see. So they did pay attention to cleaning out the air filters. Nice. Looking up at the ceiling, we do have some fire sprinklers on the nice popcorn ceiling. Very cool design, right? Now over here at the front or the side of the room, we do have a nice 42-inch HD TV by Samsung, along with a nice dish TV remote control. We do have this lamp here that, I mean, this lamp is definitely like 20 years old. It has that little twist thing, and I mean, I guess it's fine. It's not bad. We do have a bunch of free drawer space, and oh, no free drawer space on the bottom, really. Wait, really? Those are fake? That's the first one I've ever seen that. So then we have, ooh, what is this? Business card. It's in Spanish, like a luau or something. That's kind of weird. But nothing over here, no Bible, no money, but we might find it later. Keep watching. Although there is no mini fridge or microwave or anything in the room, down in the breakfast area in the main lobby, they actually do have water, coffee, and tea 24 hours a day just sitting there, and you can go make it and get it for yourself, which is very nice. Because like I always say, hotels always have ice machines. Why don't they have water machines? But here they got plain water as well as lemon infused water for free. Really? Pretty cool. And speaking of breakfast, we did get the breakfast in the morning when we first arrived, and it was actually, you know, not bad. It's basically what you would expect. They have those powdered eggs, which I did not touch after last time. They have coffee, tea, bagels, toast, cereal, waffles that you can make on your own, which I feel like we're a bit undercooked, but you know, they're waffles, so whatever. yogurts as well as fresh fruit. And I did bring some with me, you know, for snacking on later, because I did notice a lot of people were taking plates stacked high back to their room just because they could. So that's fine. Over here we do have a nice work desk with a mesh and leather-esque chair that it looks okay. And it's, whoa. So the back kind of just goes back, and I mean, it's actually pretty comfortable, not bad. As you can see, I do have my breakfast left over from earlier, some toast, along with some fresh fruit and some orange juice, which is actually Florida natural orange juice because we are in Orlando, which is really very cool. And it's definitely not watered down like some other Wyndham hotels I've been at. We also do have a coffee maker in the room, along with a plastic ice bucket that looks pretty disgusting, but it did have a plastic bag in it to, you know, keep the ice separate from the bucket, along with this light that, once again, is probably from 20 years ago, but it works. Now over in this corner next to the desk, we also do have it's kind of a random green chair that, I mean, it's fine. It's nice that you have an extra chair. Kind of matches the bottom of the bed, and it's, you know, it's decently comfortable. So if you want to put somebody in timeout in the corner, this is where you're going to do it. We also do have some nice artwork on the wall. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. A piece of toast with cucumbers on it and peanut butter. Next to the TV, we do have a full body mirror, which is mostly clean. I mean, to be fair, I suck at cleaning glass and mirrors, so they did a pretty good job, all things considered. We do have a recycling bin along with a trash can. And here we go, the first available outlets in the room. Believe it or not, there's not really that many outlets in here. Now on the back of the TV, this was pretty interesting. There's actually a virus removing card that was put in here, let's say February 4th? I'm not sure, but I'm also not sure what it actually does, but I guess it's better to have than not have because there could be viruses in the room. Now on the back of the TV, we do have HDMI ports along with composite ports and a USB-A port for, why does that say cloning? Whatever, it probably works for charging. Next up, we do have this closet that opens with two doors. One of them does open flat. This one's blocked by the bathroom door. Inside, we do have this luggage rack that I've still never used in my entire life, along with an ironing board that is definitely stained and burnt up, as well as some wooden hangers with a laundry bag, I guess, and an iron up top that does have some water sitting in it. And next up, we do have the bathroom. So this is the area before the actual bathroom itself, which does have the sink along with some nice counter space. There wasn't a soap bar over here, which was kind of interesting, but there was one soap bar in the bathtub. So we brought that one out here. It's kind of weird, usually there's at least two in the room. Over on the wall, we do have some towels, a hair dryer, an outlet that you can use and also unplug the hair dryer if you really wanted to, Kleenex that are inside of this box, and also I guess there's what? There's actually a Kleenex spot in the counter itself, which is weird because it's empty and it doesn't really go anywhere, and I think, no, you can actually put it in there, so it's kind of weird that they have one on the top instead of just putting it in there. But we also do have the sink that has extremely hot water, and it actually is pretty powerful, so watch out before you scald yourself like I did. And surprisingly, we actually have a triple mirror angled setup, which is nice to see all the different angles at a glance, along with this nice light that evenly lights up your face. Over on the wall, we also do have two extra power ports that are actually, what are those called? Those ones that basically if you drop a toaster in the bathtub, it'll turn off so you don't get electrocuted, along with the lights for the actual bathroom, as well as the lights for this little area before the bathroom. And now coming in the bathroom itself, as you can see, the toilet is rather, I guess, dated and scratched up and damaged, and there's definitely some bacteria in those crevices. But then also, if you look to the side of the toilet, on the left side, there's actually water pooling over there. So something is definitely leaking, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's not really in the way, and I'm not gonna be living here, so it really doesn't matter, but they should probably look into that. Then taking a look at the bathtub, it's definitely seen some things, and I mean, it's not the nicest bathtub in the world, but you know, it works and you can probably get clean in it. We also do have a Wyndham green branded shower curtain, which has probably seen some things, a little rack for your soap, and this is where I actually found the soap bar. We actually do have Woodbury & Co. branded soap, including conditioner, shampoo, conditioner, so I think this is just conditioner, and then this one's shampoo. I guess that's in like French or something, I'm not sure what's going on. And now let's actually check on the pressure. Okay. All right, so pretty good shower pressure, instantly hot water, and okay, it just rotates. I thought it would switch in a different, oh wait, there it goes. So you can have different jet streams depending on what you're trying to do. It looks like there's only two options, basically the less pressurized version and the pressurized version. But it's nice to have options. And there's also another trash bin in the little waiting area of the bathroom. And now finally we do have the double beds. So they are actually fairly comfortable. They are on the firmer side, but I did pass out instantly once we came to the room at about 8:30 a.m. So that's pretty nice since I slept until about 5 p.m. That's a long time. So definitely got the job done. Although I was extremely dead tired, so that might have had something to do with it. But on that note, the beds, how clean are they? Well, kind of varies, even in the same room. So everything is white and fairly clean. You can see some stains here and there. There was actually a very long hair on my bed as well, and it was on the top, so that's kind of hard that they missed that. But we do have 3 pillows, which I already slept on them. I probably should have checked them before I buried my face in them, but they're fine with the covers. Now, I always make a mistake of looking at the actual pillow and getting disgusted, so maybe I shouldn't. But maybe we should. Yep, there we go. We got a stain there. It looks like some dried blood or something. This side looks like it's changing colors. Wait a minute. Might be some dried blood over there as well. I don't know. At least there's a pillowcase on it, and we do have that virus removal card in the back of the TV to protect us. Now, one of the things is, as you can see, this bed is fairly white. Like, obviously, you probably can't get rid of all the stains in white. Or maybe you can, I can't, but somehow hotels usually do. But if we go over to this bed, this one is... like, what the hell is this? This one's literally brown. Hey, look, over here, fairly white. This one, you could definitely see the yellowing and the brownness, and oh my god, this, I was gonna say it's stained, but I don't know, that looks like it's fresh. Well, I don't know, there's definitely some kind of stain there. Yeah, I mean, they should definitely toss this one. It's been here for 20 years, just get a new one. And over here we do have a nightstand, which does have a drawer that does not have a Bible or cash in it. But we also do have an alarm clock, so they get an extra star, along with 2 outlets and a USB-A port, which is nice. And how much you want to bet the alarm is set? No, it does say off, okay. Along with a phone here, so you can call the front desk or pretty much whatever you want. And we do have a light up top, which twists. Some twist and some push. Oh, cool, wait a minute. Both lights on, both off, left, right. Okay, pretty cool, it has different options. So overall, the room isn't the worst room I've ever been in, and plus the customer service, other than the lack of shuttle service that they're advertising on their website, is fairly nice. I like that they have water, coffee, tea available whenever you want in the lobby, and you can just go get it, which is very cool. Usually they take down all the breakfast stuff and they're like, nope, nothing left here, go get some ice if you want it. So that's nice. They also have a pool with some towels available, although right now it is kind of winter-ish, so I think the pool might be closed and there's also no towels available, but during the summer it's probably fine. Now, about the area of the hotel, there's really nothing here. We're right by the airport. There's a restaurant, it's some kind of fish restaurant in the parking lot, so that's cool, it's literally right there. Or you can walk to the left and there's a McDonald's there that's open 24 hours a day for both drive-through and dine-in, which is nice if you want to get something cheap real quick, or if you're playing Monopoly and get some free food, wink wink. But as far as I can tell, there's no fitness center here, which I never use anyways, and they're usually small and dinky, so it doesn't really matter. But this is the first hotel that actually hooked me up with some sort of diamond amenity, which is a big thumbs up, because they always like, oh, we don't do that, we don't upgrade you, we don't do early check-in, late check-out, we don't do anything, we just, here, get in, bye. So that's nice. So overall, if you're trying to come to Orlando for one of the many theme parks or for a cruise, it's not bad, because they also have cruise shuttles, not from the hotel, like it's not their shuttle, but there are shuttles that come to the hotel to pick you up and take you to the cruise. So that's a big plus right there, so you don't have to worry about getting to your cruise from the hotel. But yeah, it's getting late and the cruise is in the morning. We gotta get nice and rested. So let me know what you think if you stayed here, and see you guys on that cruise.